Alright, welcome to day 42 of our journey to Platinum here in Elden Ring. At the end of yesterday, I had just gone through this little tiny mausoleum thing. That can't be what it's called, but I can't remember what it... Maybe it's like a fountain without a fountain. I don't know, I have no idea, but I cleared this out, grabbed the smithing stone that was there. So what I'm going to do now is so everything back this way is done. The Lasciar ruins are done. Everything sort of behind the Scenic Isle is done. I've gone all the way up through here and then up to the Boil Prawn Shack. I've gone through this and this. Now, I did realize that there's actually, I believe there's a grace right over here at this little well fountain thing. So it might be a good idea to go grab that since I've pretty much gone all the way over there and I just forgot to grab that. So now what I'm going to do is go through this whole like open water section and a little bit of this here because I know there's a little bit of forest that I haven't gone through there. And then what I'm going to do is actually head up onto the land over here on the east side of the river. Because I know that, because kind of my thought process is I don't want to get too far down the lake, I guess, before actually going up on the land. So I think that it'll probably be best, since I've made it this far in the lake, then it'll probably be best to go and start up on the land towards the back at the very beginning of Liurnia. And then once I get further down the land, then pop back down here and finish up the rest of the lake. And so I'm thinking that a little bit of this forest, just a little bit of the forest here, surrounding the Lasciar ruins, I think there's a tiny bit here that I haven't really explored yet. Like I was talking about yesterday, I feel like there's a couple sections. Actually, yeah, because this, I haven't been to this. No, I have not been to this. So I'm glad that I came over here. But first, let me kind of go along these outskirts. Because I know that so right here, I believe is this Lasciar? Yeah, so that's technically Lasciar. So I've made it all the way to that before, kind of gone along this edge. This open section of water over here should be done. And there was a lobster patrolling here, and then this leads me all the way over to where this thing's at, where I killed all the land squirts. And let me check back here real fast. I think I already checked this little section of land, but you know, it never hurts to check twice because you never know what you're gonna find. So I think that I should probably start briefly mentioning this super fast at the beginning of each episode. If you are new to the channel and new to this playthrough, essentially what I'm doing here is we're going as true to 100% as I can with a game this size. And what I mean by that is I'm literally going through and even trying to collect each individual crafting material on the ground. So it's like an obsessive playthrough, which is why, oh, look at all these Trina's lilies, which is why we're at day 41, and this is as far as we've made it, because each episode is very in-depth, checking everything, going back as much as I can to talk to NPCs again that that may have updated dialogue options, things like that. So I'm trying to keep up with all of that stuff. There's inevitably going to be some stuff that I miss, because the game is just so massive, and even with the NPCs, there's just stuff that like if you go to a certain point in the game and you don't talk to an NPC at the right time, their quest line progresses or it locks, like that kind of thing. So still though, for all of you that may be new, that's the whole thought process behind this, is obsessive exploring. And once I finish up with this, then we'll go into the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC and do the same exact thing. And that'll actually be a blind playthrough though, because this is very much not a blind playthrough. I played extensively before I began this, which actually kind of helps with being super thorough and going through 100%. It'll probably be a little more tricky with Shadow of the Erdtree since I'll be doing it blind. So I've actually thought, who knows, maybe I'll end up doing 2 playthroughs of it. One that's just like a blind, detailed as possible type of playthrough, and then another one afterwards. It's like a true 100% type of thing. So we'll see. But I've heard from people who have played it already, that have gotten early access and stuff like that, I've heard great things about it, which we all knew would be the case, because I mean the game, the main game, the base game is insane. It's absolutely incredible. So the DLC, sure, bad DLCs come out, and there have been some bad DLCs for games, but FromSoft typically is good at delivering when it comes to just about everything they put together. So, all right, and I'm trying to get through. So let me see here. So I'm trying to get through this open section here before I walk back into the woods. And I am finding some stuff along here, and that's what I always talk about in these episodes, is the fact that a lot of times when I think, oh yeah, I mean this is kind of open, there's not really going to be anything here, when I actually go in and explore it, there is usually just so much stuff. And that's why I feel like down here in this lake, this has been such a tricky area to explore super thoroughly so far, because of the fact that there's so much down here, and I feel like I just keep getting myself all turned around. And I was watching someone yesterday, actually, like an older video from when the game first launched. I was watching a video of someone. Wasn't there another? I could have sworn I heard another guy back here. When the game first launched, there was someone playing, and they were playing through. They're playing through Stormvale Castle, and sort of just saying, "Man, everything is so." Oh shoot! Did not know he was there. Everything is so extensive. It's like it gets so confusing, and that's so very much the truth in this game. It just feels like no matter what area you're in, it's so incredibly extensive. Ooh. And so it's so easy to miss stuff. All right, let's deal with this guy. I'm noticing that I don't enjoy fighting these. I definitely have a little bit of a tricky time with these. And I had pretty much, ooh, here comes that. I pretty much used all of my stamina before he got himself stuck in the ground, so I couldn't really do anything there. And that super long build-up claw sweep, it can be difficult. I feel like, just like with so many of the enemies in this game, I feel like I don't anticipate it well sometimes. I think that the long build-up is not going to last nearly as long, so then I run in and try to get a hit, and it's like, or I try to dodge too early or something, and it's like, nope, still haven't swung yet. So then this is this little section here. When I first loaded up the game a few minutes ago, that whole section there where I killed all those land squirts, it was kind of funny. They all just sort of ragdolled and rolled down the stairs, since all of them were dead. They kind of went back into their normal positions, and then when I logged in, they all just fell. I'd never noticed that before. I guess because I had never logged in at a spot where it was just a ton of land squirts. Okay, so those are those puppet things. So I'll knock that down in a couple of minutes here. I still need to get back into the forest, but like I said, I was kind of trying to get along some of this before wrapping back in there. So I think this sort of horizontally hits the edge of the forest. So let me just sort of work my way back through some of this open stuff closer and see what else I can grab. Is that the... So this one is not one that I've been to. I think this is the one over here that had a ton of different lobsters. Or not different, just had a ton of lobsters in it. That guy heard me. You got good ears for a lobster. But yeah, that one a little off in the distance is the one that had 3 or 4 surrounding it. So that one's done. But then there's still a bunch of these little sections. Like, I know I've gone to that one, like I said. This one I haven't been to yet. This is the one that I think has the grace on it. We haven't even made it up to this area yet. Obviously, I've never been over here either. And so then back here, if I remember right, that's where you fight the dragon that I'll get the glintstone key from. I believe is how that's set up. So I'll be able to get the glintstone key from that dragon, which will allow me to get into Raya Lucaria. And in something that I did between yesterday and today is I actually went on the wiki and finally read about some of the NPC quest lines that I've been unsure about. And even ones that I felt very sure about. I read through some of those too, just to be sure that I avoid missing things. And one thing that I have to be careful about that I realized when I was reading is there's basically three events that can trigger some of the NPC quest lines to be locked out. Crap, I made it back to Laskiar again. They can cause some of the quest lines to be locked out, and that is killing Rykard, killing Radahn, or I think maybe making it to the capital. So I need to not do those three things before I'm sure that certain aspects of NPC quest lines are done. That's going to be super important, or else certain NPCs will their quests will be locked out, or they'll progress beyond what I need them to be able to accomplish certain things. So I've got to be cautious about that. So I'm glad that I went back and read that, and it did give me an idea of how on track I am with certain quest lines. And so far, like reading through it, so far I've done pretty well, because I remember the quest lines from the first playthrough. Because even in my first playthrough, I was super thorough, even though I'd obviously never played the game before. But I managed to be pretty thorough in my first playthrough, and so I've kind of tried to follow along with that and just remember. Oh, I got him in one hit. And just kind of tried to remember things that maybe I did wrong NPC-wise the first time around, and things that I did right. So from what I can tell, I'm in real good shape right now, and we're pretty much on par to mostly keep up with everything. One thing that I knew was supposed to come up eventually, but I wasn't sure if I had skipped over something or done something wrong, is when it comes to crap, I always forget her name. Let me see, over here. I probably won't. Yeah, you can't even see her anymore since she's dead. But the what's her name right here? It wasn't Rena, was it? No, because that's right. I don't know. I mean, I know you've got Renala. Some of the names are too close together, I feel like, pronunciation-wise. But whatever her name was, over near the castle, over near Castle Morn. So since I have talked to her father and progressed his questline and everything, I knew that eventually he's supposed to show up as like an invader or something. And I guess from what I read, I'm very close to where he invades. Where is that coming from? Oh, I didn't see you there. So I'm close to where he invades. It's I think it's the Revenger's Shack, and it's somewhere further up in like northern. I feel like it may have said like northern Liurnia or something. Where is this? Where are they spawning from? Oh, that's right. Some of these come out of the ground, don't they? So yeah, I think northern Liurnia is where the Revenger's Shack is at. So once I get to that, he should invade, and then I think I just kill him, and then that should wrap. That should wrap that quest line, because I'll end up getting items from him. And I think even without fighting him there, I think there's another alternative way to get the items from him. But anyway, so that's a good thing that hasn't been missed. See, there's still like fireflies and stuff here that somehow I've overlooked. That's why I decided to do a quick run back through here. But I think that this whole section here, I think I'm pretty much going to call this done. I mean, there's still fireflies on some of these. And I do like to have as many fireflies as possible because of the fact that they are pretty useful for some of the stuff that you can craft. And so this is still part of the section of woods that I felt I hadn't fully gone through, because we're kind of getting right back to the back portion of Laskiar right here. Yeah, so this kind of reaches the back section of it. So I know that I had kind of taken the path down out of Laskiar. So right here is the path, but I don't think I had necessarily Yeah, I don't think I necessarily checked through all of this. Obviously, since I skipped over this whole section of crystal growths. Yeah, I somehow totally missed this. And these crystal growths, I was talking yesterday about how they don't even appear on the map, on the wiki. It's because they're not technically a location, like they don't even appear on this map. So they don't appear on the wiki, so that's one of those things that you could still miss if you don't check through the game thoroughly. Oh yeah, and you know what? I think I saw this. Maybe I did go through that the other day. Maybe I did. I don't know, because this is where Ryo was at. And something that I realized when I was reading about her quest line is that there's apparently there's a lot more that can happen with her quest line than I realized. Apparently her quest line is pretty extensive. Just in terms of I guess how many dialogue options there are, how long you can interact with her. For some reason I was thinking that it was pretty quick that you wrap up things with her, but from what I can tell, that is not the case. But I shouldn't encounter her again until I get all the way up to Mount Gelmer, where Volcano Manor's at. So kind of around that area. Man, these guys just pop right up out of the ground. So once I get up towards Mount Gelmer, I'm probably going to need to read through her questline information to make sure I don't miss anything, since it's so extensive. So that was definitely a surprise to me reading through that, because for some reason I thought that it was a pretty quick thing with her. Okay, so right here you got this guy. I know this is a whole section right here. I know I haven't gone through, because I mean, it all looks the same, but I definitely feel like this is a whole area that I didn't really explore when we came through here last time. But then this gets us back. So kind of what I'm doing is I'm just going up and down. Like, I'm sort of going north and then back south through these sections to try to clear out as much as I can, as efficiently as I can. And I think we're getting pretty close to being done with this, but yeah, there's a guy patrolling here. I still don't know what that white stuff does, because it doesn't appear to affect me. So I'm guessing that it's just like a smoke grenade type of thing. Yeah, these guys, they definitely seem to come out of the ground, because I don't see them when I first walk by. And see, the way that it loops around like that, I think that's what keeps confusing me when I kill off a group of those guys, is it loops around from one that I already killed, so then I go, all right, where's the last one shooting from? But it's really just one that was still in the air after I killed all of them. All right, so then this brings us back out, so that's cleared there. So now I just need to kind of work my way back in a little bit here, along this. So then this right here, so that I've got to go to. This is actually a big open section here. I think I'm gonna deal with this guy right quick. Ooh, that was a little bit close. A little close for comfort. Okay, see, I know that's ideally when you should hit him, because he's stuck in the ground. I think though the poke, yeah, that I think is the absolute worst attack that it does, because I feel like it just reaches really far with that, and it hurts a lot. And sometimes it spams it like that. All right, you're not so tough. I take it back. You're a little tough. Okay, there you go. And you only get what, 500? Yeah, you get 500 from them, which I guess isn't too bad. So then this is leading me, so I'm almost to Boil Prawn, so that's sort of the edge of, yeah, I feel like a lot of this I probably did, because I've kind of gone around Boil Prawn already. Really, probably what I should do is, as I've mentioned before, usually I watch back through the episodes after I record them, but I haven't had the chance to do that with the last couple of videos. So, okay, and then that's Scenic Isle. Okay. So I probably need to do that to sort of help get my bearings about what I've checked and what I haven't. I feel like this section of ruins, though, I don't think I've gone along this yet. But maybe I have. Yeah, maybe I did. I don't really know. I don't really know. And then Patches, so Patches is up there. And then that's back to, yeah, Raya's little hideout area. And so obviously since I went up there, she's gone now. So her quest line has been progressed. It's good to go. She's probably already up at Mount Gelmer for once I make it up there. This gets back to that. So I think we can probably call this good. So let's get out into all of the open area. So that was pretty extensively checked. I just spent quite a while on that. All right, so let's see. So this path here that's labeled on the map, this kind of leads over to where I just killed Mr. Guy. And then is that the... So I think that this whole section here, because that's right by Boil Prawn. So Boil Prawn is right there. And wait, is he still... He's still here, right? I think it's a while before he progresses along, from what I remember. Yeah, he's still hanging out there. So it'll be a little bit before he moves on. Ooh, I didn't see all these Trina's Lilies right here, though. I don't think I realized those were there, so maybe I haven't walked through this section yet. But then I think up this way, so up towards this and kind of this clearing, that's the one that leads over to where all these guys are sleeping. Yeah, so let's run over through here real fast, over to where I think this other Grace is at, from what I can remember. I think it's just, yeah, it's back behind, kind of through these rocks. It's another one of those little waypoints. Yeah, I think it's inside of, yeah, I see the Guidance of Grace popping up in there. I see it. There's some crabs around here. Oh yeah, because this progresses into where the poison area is. And I've been over to the section of land that sort of hits the edge of the poison area that way. What is this? Smithing Stone 2. Is this poison? Is that what it is? Yep, sure is. Sure is. Couldn't remember if maybe it was rot, because it's kind of like yellowish, greenish red. So I wasn't sure exactly what it was. It very much looks like the color from way back in Dark Souls 2 when you would get to like equipment breakage or like corroding stuff, whatever that was. It's been a long time since I played through that game. I was gonna sit down and level real fast, but I think first. So that's Folly on the lake. So Boil Prawn Shack. All right, let's run back this way, because now that I've grabbed this, I can sort of run over towards where that open area is that I was talking about. And one day, I'm going to actually get up onto the land, but that just still has not happened yet, because everything down here is so extensive. And all just so much of it just looks the same. That's what makes it tricky. And with all this fog and stuff. And then that is... So that right there is the Divine Tower of Liurnia. Okay, so let me take this path here that kind of leads... Like, when I say path, I mean it's sort of marked on the map, but you don't really see any sort of path. This I went through, because this leads to all the Albinarics. Yeah, and then that section of ruins I've definitely been on, because I remember those Albinarics resting there. And then I think, is this where... No, I have been to that, but that's a different set of ruins. And then... Yeah, okay, so this gets me out into the open clearing. So let's kind of go along this edge real fast, where all of this openness is at. Because I think... So I grabbed that Academy Gate Town thing. And so I guess along this edge of forest is kind of where my delineation will be for exploring this section. And then my delineation on this side will be the actual Academy Gate Town. Wait, and did I ever grab... I don't think I ever ran in here and grabbed this, did I? Or no, I did, because when I jumped down off of there, I believe, and grabbed it. That's right. Okay. So let's now obsessively check all of the open area. I think that this whole open area will be definitely easier to check through, though, and avoid missing things because of the fact that it's open. So it's a lot easier to see what's around. And like I said, I kind of want to go all along the edge of the forest here, and just kind of this whole section that's between the forest and the Academy Gate Town, and just see what kinds of stuff is here, because I know there's definitely some things in between here that I haven't seen yet and I haven't collected. And I know right up the way here along the edge of the Academy Gate Town is that grace that I grabbed, like we were looking at a second ago. And we've got all these Albinarics just walking along, chilling out inside of the Academy. Barking Fit number 742 of the last 42 days. And those Albinarics, so they look like they patrol all the way over there and then back towards the center. So let me kind of run over this way. So then this gets back to those ruins right there, and this is still that whole section that I explored. And like I said, I think these ruins right here I've checked too. See, even out in this open area, the fog is pretty gnarly, so it's kind of hard to see. All right, let me take on this guy real fast. You know what I haven't? How did the other one not see me? I don't know how he didn't see me. I don't know how he didn't see me. Charles, stop. What are you even barking at, dude? I gave him a treat, so maybe he'll shut his yapper for a little bit. All right, let's go deal with these guys. I did not. That's kind of tricky. The way that the one is just patrolling, and then the other one pops up out of the ground right next to him. And I wanna pull one out at a time, though. He is stuck on his friend. What you doing there, buddy? I can't. There we go. Oh, frick, did both see me? Okay, no, I think the other one, he just heard a noise. It's fine, he doesn't care about me. Why do their... I just noticed that their eyes get red, but they're not always red, it seems like, which is kind of interesting. I don't know what that's about. He's probably gonna jump in a second. Nope, he didn't, he just... Oh, okay, there you go. Let's get a couple hits here. There you go. Got the bleed. Yeah, see, I want to pay attention to when their eyes are red and when they aren't. I wonder if it's just depending on how close you are to them, and it just doesn't render, or you don't see it or something, or... I don't really know. It's kind of interesting. Oh, yeah, so what I was going to say when I was first running up to these guys is I haven't tried to fight them from this side. I wonder if it's easier to fight from over here. I don't know if this is actually easier or if this is just... Oh, shoot. Yeah, I feel like with his claw on that side, it might just ultimately make it more difficult. I don't really know. I mean, that was pretty easy, but I don't know if that was because I was on that side of him or if it's because he just kind of got stuck. I'm not really sure about that one. Ooh, there is an item up here, so I hadn't checked these yet. 4 rainbow stones. That's another item in Souls games that I feel like I don't ever use that I should, because they seem to be very helpful. Let's see. So let's keep working through this open area here, I guess. I'm just trying to get a little bit of an idea of what I've seen and what I haven't via the assistance of the map. So then this whole open area, that gets back to those ruins. These ruins are done. And then both of the guys that were hanging out by these ruins have been promptly put down. Didn't need them anymore. You know, every now and then, so just now, I just had this memory of, and I'm sure some of you probably have had the same experience. I don't know, and see, here's the thing, I don't know if this was everywhere, or if it was certain parts of the country, or what. So when I was a kid, I lived in Virginia up until I was 4. Like, I don't really remember it extensively or anything. And then my family and I, we moved up to New York, and I've been here ever since. But, and so I think, like I said, I don't know if certain areas of the country had different things. I have a feeling this was mostly everywhere. But do you remember way back when Walmart used to have lobsters for sale? Crap. Used to have lobsters for sale. They just had those tanks, and you just bought a live lobster and just took it home and cooked it. Took it home, cooked it, and ate it. Those were weird times. I remember us bringing lobsters home and just boiling them. Ooh, another one just spawned. Crap. Yeah, I remember bringing them home and boiling them. I was never the one to do it, obviously, because I was a child, but those were weird times. Actually, during that time, I think Walmart also, they had goldfish, didn't they? I think that was probably at the same time period. Man, see, if you can stay along, like, the brick, if you can stay along the back side of them, sometimes they seem to get stuck. But yeah, that's weird to think about. The goldfish thing is super, super weird. Thinking about Walmart with goldfish and lobsters is so strange. I'm glad that I didn't pop those. I didn't even need to pop those runes, because now I've pretty much got the levels, or the runes I need for another level anyway. Get out of there. Woo. Okay. When that makes contact, when he slams that poker down, that really hurts. There it goes. It's not sprinting. Yeah, see, okay, so if I stay, I can't get a lock on him. Dang it. If you stay over here, that seems to definitely help. He kind of just keeps spinning. It's like he doesn't really know what to do. But at the same time, it doesn't always work. What's in here? Are these more? I have a feeling it's smithing stones. Smithing stone 3x3. Look at that. Super excited. Thank you very much. I'm going to run. Okay, so now I can actually level my katana like I've been trying to for many moons. It's been forever. I've been for so many episodes looking for 3s and just could not find them anywhere. Okay, so that also, if you stay kind of towards the back, he can't quite hit you. And this is helping too with... Oh man, I stunned him in the... Yeah, I got him in the air. Holy crap. That was interesting. I didn't know you could do that. Alright, so once we clear out the rest of this open area, I'm going to go back to Master Hugh and definitely level up my katana. That's going to be super nice. It's probably been like 8 or 9 days since I've been able to actually level the katana. So I think there's another grace at the end of this. I kind of want to just come up here and kill these guys real fast and grab this item. But yeah, I think at the end of this bridge, when it hits the land, I believe there's another grace. Right after, actually there's a couple of graces. Oh yeah, look, I can literally see it twinkling over there. There's one right along there, and then I seem to remember it's not here, right? I think it might be like over here or something. That might be the case. All right, there's still more of these. This spot I think is a little easier to deal with than the other. Crap, I'm gonna heal real fast. Not even gonna get hits on him. Than the other little waypoint spot where there's a bunch of these, because these guys, since they're kind of underneath the ground slightly, woo, it's like And they're separated, I guess really is the case. Since they're separated, they don't all just wake up at once like they kind of do at the other spot. Alright, there you go. And it's nice that you get your flasks back for every single one of those that you kill. That is super, super handy. And this guy's woken up. Got it. Nice. Took the risk. It paid off. I didn't even see this guy there first when I ran up to kill the squirt. Frick! How many of them are there? This is actually not easier than the other one, because there's way more of them. There's so many. And I'm not dealing with two at once, so I need to pull one out somehow. Okay, are both of them still aware of me? Are you both seriously still aware? Blissfully aware? I guess I'm just gonna sort of run back and check out some of the stuff that I didn't look at while I wait for them to sort of forget about me. Oh, is this another? Oh, no, this is the grace I already... Yeah, that's the grace I already grabbed. All right. And then this was right where the map fragment was at. So that is done. And like I said, we'll head into the Academy Gate Town probably a few episodes from now. I don't think that's going to be necessarily super soon. And I know I'm backtracking a little bit here because I wanted to check a couple. So that's where the Albinarics are at. And then, yeah, and then this sort of hits the edge of where I wanted to explore. So I think the middle here, why I ran back is because I feel like some of this middle portion I didn't run through. So I wanted to check out the middle real fast to see what else might be here. Because kind of along that edge there, I would say I mostly did that edge. I've kind of gone along that edge. And is this... Yeah, so it seems like kind of what's marked on the map where there's sort of a path. Well, no, see, so this, where it looks like there was an old path, this doesn't seem to correspond directly with where it says there was there used to be a path on the map or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. It doesn't really help with exploration that much. And I like that the whole thing with the map is that it gives you an idea. It helps you as you're exploring, helps you see where you're headed, where you've come from, things like that, and shows you where graces are and all that. But I like that it's not super detailed. I think that if it was super detailed, it would take away some of the open world deep exploration aspects of the game if it was too detailed. I think it would take away some of that fun. Alright, so then this right here hits the edge of all this stuff that I explored earlier. What is that right there way up in the sky? Is that part of this? Or... Yeah, I think that must be stuff that's raised over here, right? It must be. I don't know why it looks farther away than that. Alright, let's go deal with our old pal over here. Oh, did that one? Did he go, like, back to sleep or something? Or is there another one around here that I'm not seeing? I don't know, but what are you barking at, dude? Alright, I opened the curtain for Charles. Sometimes that seems to help him, because he can actually see that there's literally nothing there. And I started fighting this guy. And yeah, that other one is still laying down over there. So he is not seeing me. I was trying to be cautious. I went up to him, hit him a couple times. Woo! Went up to him, hit him a couple of times, but then I was like, oh crap, I'm actually pretty close to where the other one is. Whoa, oh, so that... Oh, that's gonna hit me multiple times. So he can actually, whatever that stuff is that he spews, like that bubble stuff, he doesn't only do like one of the long, like, projectiles. He also can kind of just spit it in front of him, it looks like. I don't think I realized that. Oh, you know what? I've got Erdtree's Blessing or whatever it is right now. I see the symbol, so I'm actually getting more runes. I've kind of forgotten about that through a lot of this playthrough. Keeping up with that, paying attention to when the Erdtree's like raining down. Because that is the time to kill stuff. because of the increase. Crap, why is it locking? I don't want it to lock on up there. Yeah, do your swipe, do your thing. Man, that, like I said, that is the one I try to avoid because that really sucks. Man, and I keeps having me lock on to, like, the dragonflies and stuff. Freaking annoying. Okay, this, oh, they will just fall. I thought that you actually had to hit them down. I guess not. Man, these things, if you're not careful, these things suck. Like, they will just wreck your face. And the last time I think I encountered these in this playthrough was right around Tombsward. I think was the last time. And then what's actually in these? I can't remember. Let's pull it down real fast. Golden Rune 6. Oh, that's right. Okay, so it literally just gives you a golden rune. Sweet. Alright, so that's done. So I think I'm almost done with this open section. How are we on time? I think we're still kind of okay on time. So I might be able to possibly begin making my way up into the land today. And then, so that's those ruins. Yeah, so I think this is kind of where I felt like I had made it to in this open section, was this whole thing. So, but there is still a little bit of openness here that I'd like to check real fast. Oh yeah, and there's those like magical Miranda flowers or something. I can't remember what exactly they do compared to the regular poison ones. So pretty soon we'll be able to fight one of those. You know what, I probably should have just used my incantation instead of using flask, but that's fine. It's totally fine. And I think real fast, probably what I will do is actually go up on this bridge, since I'm literally right where this Grace is at. I'll go up on the bridge and grab it real fast. And I guess I mean, I could work my way through the land from over here, but I feel like I'd rather go back towards the beginning and work my way through. But I guess it doesn't really matter. I want to check again. How much does this do to these guys? That's not too bad. I guess that's kind of nice for range, so that you're not sitting in the poison while you're trying to kill him. But no matter what... Okay, well, stop... That's so annoying that when you're out, he just keeps spinning the thing around and then scratches his head. It takes forever for him to just accept that he doesn't have any. So then you can't pull your weapon back out. What is this right here? Strip of white... Ooh, strip of white flesh times 3. It's a lucrative area under here. Lots of good stuff. Nice. Alright, so all of those are gone. Ooh, and I got all of my flasks back. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Check on this side of the bridge another day. And then, yeah, let's go up on the bridge real fast and grab this Grace super quickly. See what we got up there. And I'm just going to promptly run past all of the Albinarics. Don't feel like dealing with them right now. So this was, I guess, like a great bridge, a highway that led directly to the Academy Gate Town. Back in the day before everything went to crap. Can I jump this? Sure can. Alright, so we got a foresty area here that then will lead up. Yeah, maybe I will just explore from here up in there. I think that's probably actually a good idea. So what is this? This is the Gate Town Bridge. So there's still a little bit, like I said, there's still a little bit of open stuff down here that I want to check out. But then, yeah, I might explore from that side. Might be a good idea to do that. Like I said, either way, it doesn't matter. That's the whole point. But I'm just kind of deciding what's going to be most efficient, I guess, in terms of exploration. I also, so when I was reading about NPC stuff and all that, of course, one of the ones I read a bit about was Lightseeker Hyetta, and so I think relatively soon I should get another Shabriri Grape. Whoa. I should be able to get another Shabriri Grape relatively soon and give that to her. And then she shows up like 2 or 3 more times in the area, I think. And you keep giving her Shabriri grapes, but then I think that there's like, I can't remember what the next thing is. It's like the next version of a Shabriri grape or something, like the upgraded version that she eventually asks for. And I think maybe that's what completes her quest line. Or not completes her quest line, but like that's what sort of wraps her up in this area, maybe. So she just just keeps appearing all throughout. Oh, is this the first? Miquella's Lily. That's the first Miquella's Lily I've gotten. So yeah, she just continues appearing all throughout Liurnia. Quite a few times. She just sort of progresses. And I guess it makes sense that she progresses slowly, because she's blind. So that's kind of an interesting touch, that it's not like she's flying through the world like some of the other NPCs do. Not that any of the NPCs fly, but you know what I'm getting at. So I need to make sure that I do my best to talk to her in each location and give her some eyeballs to eat. Which is so strange that the Shabriri grapes are literally eyeballs that you're just feeding to her. Super, super fun. And wait, so this gets almost over to... Wait, why are these all... I didn't rest, did I? Why are these all respawned? I thought I didn't rest. I feel like I didn't at any point today, but maybe I did. Alright, so this then hits where I've been to. I was thinking that it didn't because these things were alive. So I was thinking, oh yeah, this has got to be an area that I haven't been to yet. This one I've killed. I want to kill him again real fast. Ooh, I managed to dodge that. Kill him again real fast, and then we should have this whole thing wrapped up then. At least like up to where I wanted to get to today. So we'll be able to head up on the land and see what's going on up there. Boom. You know, it is pretty easy to get a lot of strips of white flesh around here, that's for sure. And then, yeah, so then this hits the corner of that. Alright, so all of that's done then. I checked out. Man, I can't see a thing. I can't see anything. Alright, so let's start to let me make my way back towards over here, because I do think that I am actually going to go from the beginning. I changed my mind already. So I guess let's start from back here, and I'll work my way up onto the land into all that stuff. And I got a decent amount of runes, so let me level real fast. Oh yeah, and I want to go back and level up my katana. Yeah, let's go for mine. That gives another, or wait, actually, something that I wanted to check too is, so strength right now, that's increasing right hand armament by 1. Dex is by 2. Yeah, so I think I'm going to keep dumping into mind for a little bit. It's crazy, crazy to think how much we've still got left of this playthrough, being already 42 days in. There's still so much left to do. Alright, so over this way should be where it slopes up. I really wish that it would stop raining, though. I probably should have rested. Or I probably should have progressed time to try to get it to stop. Alright, so right along here, this is where I made it to... Are my frames dropping? I feel like my frames are dropping. Right along here is where I made it to the other day when we were exploring, a couple of days ago. So this is where the land begins. So let's begin the exploration of the land and all these ruins around here. And I should probably kill this guy, that way while I'm checking along the edge of stuff here, I don't have any issues. Don't want to have any arguments with big fella here. Perfect, thank you for doing that, I appreciate that. Just gonna keep smacking you. Oh, and you know what, I was just talking about going back and upgrading my katana, and I didn't do it. So that's fine. Next grace I find, I'll go up. I'll go back and make a deal with Master Hugh and have him do some smithing on my katana. Yeah, and then so this right here, so this leads up. It's like a ridge here that leads further up, and then we've got this whole thing. So I think that there's unable to. Whoa! I hit the max of my Roa fruit. Okay, hang on. Because is it going to show when you go to collect it? Yeah, so now it just shows it on the ground. It picks it up and just drops it on the ground because I can't pick it up anymore. So hang on. If I look at my inventory, oh wait, duh, because it'd be over here. So my Roa, 999 of 999 and 999 of 999. That's wild. That's crazy that I've got that many. Let me quickly look. I should really look at some of the stuff that I can craft with it. You know what I should do real fast? Let's do this. Since you literally just need Roa fruit for stuff for Torrent, I'm just going to craft a crap ton of those. So I've got like 600 now of the things for Torrent. So I think that there's a grace up in this area. See, look, being up here, I like this so much better than being down in the lake. Look at how beautiful this is up here. With, like, there's light and everything. It's super, super nice. Yeah, there's a grace right here. Alright, so I'm going to rest, and then I'm going to go... Or I'm not even going to rest. I'm just going to go to the round table hold. And look, it's like a sun shower. Like, the sun... Or, well, now it's not. It's not as bright now. Alright, hopefully when I come back, the rain will be gone, the sun will come out, and everything will be happy again. While I'm here, let me quickly check some dialogue. Alright. Let me see if she has anything else. Okay, so she's just going to talk about Great Runes still. Still got this. I haven't... Didn't I say that at some point? So maybe I should be leveling strength because I'd kind of like to use the Grafted Dragon. I don't want to use this because it's a strength weapon. I mean, that's a strength weapon too, technically. But I'd kind of like to give that Grafted Dragon a shot, I think. Because I've never used it before. Let's see if he's got anything to say.
You appear well then.
I don't think that we've necessarily done anything that would cause things to progress. Oh yeah, while I'm here too, I should probably also... So I'm going to take everything off real fast. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on... So Great Glintstone Shard. I'm going to keep on my Starlight. And then I'm going to keep Heal on. And then... So I've got the Fireball. I'd like to put this on for a bit, I guess. Hopefully I get... Because I want to try that out. And I'm really, really hoping that I get another memory slot soon. That would be super nice. You know, I didn't read about him, I don't think. I don't know what progresses with him. There's definitely nothing else with him right now. Yeah, I don't think that anything should have really progressed with anyone. One thing though is Fia. I do think I need to talk to Fia again, even though she takes a little bit of my health. And let me use this. I'm gonna use the Baldekin's Blessing just so that I can talk to her and she's not going to say it's already a flame.
I'm pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold?
Yes.
Come closer.
Because I think I need to talk to her again to progress things. And yeah, look, it took a chunk. Frick.
You are so very warm.
Okay, another Baldekin's Blessing. Talking secret.
I was known as a deathbed companion. Where I come from, after I lay
Oh, crap.
with the remains of an exalted noble. To grant him another chance at life. To do so is the purpose of my being. But before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace and chased from my birthplace. Pray, be kind. Despite all that, I still wish to be a deathbed companion. So please, let me hold you like this. as often as it takes. My dear, have you ever heard of black knife prints? Dear Roger likes to talk of them when abed, and the ancient plot in which the first of the demigods was slain. The black knives wielded by the assassins who committed the act, along with the impressions they made, somehow hide the truth of the conspiracy. These grand affairs are hardly my forte, but dear Roger began to weep as he spoke.
She's got a lot of dialogue, and I accidentally skipped one of those pieces of dialogue a second ago.
In truth, I've heard tell from someone else about the black knife prints that fascinate dear Roger so.
Ooh.
But it wouldn't be right to give this to him, stuck as he is in the round table hole. Perhaps you could make use of it?
You found a simple map. Check in inventory. Cool. Alright, I'm glad I came back and talked to her. She took a little bit of my health, but it's alright. I think we got what we came for, so that's good. Alright, sweet. So then she should be progressed now. I wonder if she'll leave now. I'm not sure. You know, I haven't talked to her in a while. Okay, yeah, I don't think anything progresses with her for quite a long time. Alright, let's finally level this bad boy up. And I've actually got 6 smithing stone 3s now. So, plus 8, so now I need 4 more to be able to level it again. And I wonder if I should level this at all. That takes somber smithing stones. So that scales with arcane and faith. This scales with strength and intelligence. I just wonder, I probably should level these at some point. I just don't know that I want to put the smithing stones into them yet until I'm sure that those are the ones I'm going to stick with. I think I'm going to leave it like that for now. Alright, so let me do this. Let me progress time quickly and see if Fia disappears. And then I need to look at that simple map that I got. So it's past until morning. See if she disappears. And I don't remember specifically what that black knife map does. No, okay, so she's still here. Interesting. Since she was talking about Roger, let's see if he has any other dialogue, though, quickly. What you got to say?
Always good to see you, son.
Nothing to say. Alright. And I know D sometimes talks about him. He doesn't have anything to say either, though. Okay. So, let's look at this map. So, a simple map given by Fia. A clue to the whereabouts of a black knife print. So, I think it's a very, very simple map. So, I don't know exactly where that is. I'm sure I'll find it eventually. I mean, with how thorough I'm being, there's no way I won't. But I don't know if I really can gauge where it is just based on that. All right, so let's go back to Liurnia Highway South. And we're pretty much nearing the end of the episode here, so I'm probably going to have to wrap in just a second. But what I want to do is I'm going to sprint through and go all the way to this back portion, and we'll kind of work our way through everything from all the way at the back. And then I'll work my way, what would that be? Work my way north down all of this land. Oh, hello there. Hello, my friend. You know what I always forget to do, though, each time I level my katana, is, you know, I am going to just kill all of them now. I was going to say I'll come back. What I always forget to do before I level is to quickly check how much damage I'm doing on a specific enemy before leveling, so that I can kind of compare. That would be nice. It'd be a smart thing to do. You guys with your shields, bunch of jerks. Thank you very much. Thank you for the Roa fruit. Lots and lots of Roa fruit. All the Roa fruit I could ever need. This guy has broken free from his chains. Alright, so let's see. This is the first one of these that I fought. in this area. So let's see what kind of damage I can do to him and what he does to me. Or it'd be nice if he just didn't even hit me. Ooh, look at that. I can stagger him pretty quickly now. I might be able to get him. Yeah, look at that. You're pretty small potatoes, huh? And he gives 1320 instead of the just like straight 1000 that the ones in Limgrave do, so that's nice. By the way, it's still raining, so I'm not happy about that. Let's see what this is, though. What you got? Tree Spear. Is that something that I would be interested in, perhaps? Strength and Faith. So, golden spear with a tree-like design, wielded by knights employed as palace guards in the royal capital of Landel. Deals holy damage. Requires superior dexterity to wield. Oh, requiring superior dexterity to wield. This great spear can perform consecutive thrust attacks despite its large size. Skill of the Golden Order Fundamentalist Knights. Perform a salute and grant the armament Holy Essence. Highly effective against those who live in death. Cool. So it looks like that basically scales with strength, faith, and dex. So that could be kind of a cool weapon to try out eventually. I wonder if there's anything down here. It stopped raining. Sweet. Let's see. So you can kind of see the Divine Tower from here. It's a bit foggy. Oh, there goes the fog. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Remember the days when we were over there? And then this over here shows the side path that leads up along the edge to kind of skip over the castle and get over here to Liurnia. So, all right, I think I'm going to wrap here. Tomorrow we will continue along through this area, and I'll work on progressing north along this strip of land. So thank you so much for checking out this episode. If you enjoyed it, I would highly appreciate if you would leave a like, maybe a comment, and also hit subscribe. So thank you for checking out today's episode, and I will talk to you tomorrow.